And it's another introduction for you folks. Everything on this property in terms of the field is about irrigation. And this field, this section I'm standing on right now, from that pipe down to that pipe, over to the street over there, and actually to just about where I'm standing here, this whole field had to get leveled. And look, if you watch the arena video, I told you how much came off of here. Roughly 3,000 yards of dirt had to come off of here, and I put it over there for the arena. But that side over there had to get built up as well, so some of the dirt from in here built that up. There are spots in here where I had to peel this down almost 3 feet. There was that much of a hill. I could not get water from my pipe across this field at all. Basically, from right up in here, this area here, all the way down to basically where that pipe is, that just created a big dry spot that never really got any water, no matter what I did. You know, the corrugations that you see here, I had re-corrugated the field a few times, and I could never get water fully across the field. So as part of the irrigation project that my neighbor and I did to get water, you know, it's an underground transfer pipe is what it was that we installed. It comes from the street way over there where I showed you in the other video, across the back of his property there, and it actually goes all the way across under this irrigation pipe to right over there. There's a valve, and diagonally it cuts through here over to that valve over there. That's the transfer pipe for the irrigation system. But this field had to get leveled, and if you look right over here, I'm going to walk over here just to give you an idea. And this wasn't the spot that I had to pull most of the dirt from, but over here there's a good 1.5 to 2 feet that I had to cut down. And honestly, I didn't quite get it right. You know, here I'm down about 1.5 to 2 feet. And if you look at this, I do still have a rise in my pipe. Rises up to right there and then drops off. That rise shouldn't be there. This should be basically dead level from probably right about this pipe going that way. It should be smooth. And there's a little ridge right in there, but it's pretty minor. I can now get water across this entire field. And I now have a different problem to contend with on the field, and that's this ugly stuff. That ugly stuff, that brown stuff there. I call it a mustard weed because it has a real strong mustard smell, but I came up with a solution for that we'll be doing next year to take care of it. Anyway, so yeah, this was a huge project, and it was all done with a skid steer. Boy, did that take a long time. Between, you know, working and doing this, I think I spent most of a couple months getting this field leveled. I do have video. Most of the video that I have on this is not me talking in a video. Most of it is drone video. So I would do a bunch of work, get my drone out, film it, do a bunch of work, get my drone out, film it. And just as an FYI, I am a Part 107 certified drone pilot, so I can legally do this, showing the video online. So you don't have to report me for that. What you can report me for is not knowing how to do videos. So there's your introduction to this one. It's all about getting water on stuff. So this was a huge project, and I am really pleased with how it's worked out. Like I said, I can get water across the whole thing now. The biggest benefit, though, is the field down here where my horses are grazing at right now. Because of how bad this irrigation up here was, that field, only a very small portion of it actually got a lot of water. And that was right down this fence line right here. Got a lot of water, and then when you got down to that big tree down there, because I banked up the ground down there, I had created an area where water could pool so it wouldn't run over the street. So that area from right around in here, going off at an angle to there, that area got really good. The rest of this was terrible for getting water. And having the new valve over there and this new irrigation line made a huge difference. This year, that field was amazing compared to what it's been in the past. It's still not all the way there. It still has to recover fully because it takes time to regenerate a field. And this field here, it does okay, but I'm guessing it's going to be another year or two before it really comes into its own again. You know, you can't just tear everything off and expect it to, be perfect the next year unless you got a ton of money, which I don't. But this field over here, holy smokes, it's been great. So there's your introduction to my field leveling and the problem that I was trying to solve with it, which was irrigation, getting the water to cover this field correctly and getting water onto this field. And have a good one.